Okay, this is an update on the 1971 Harley Davidson FLH. I believe this is part 4. I hadn't posted anything for a week, and I've been working on the paint, the gas tanks, and the front and rear fender because weather's starting to creep in and it's getting cold here. So I live in Virginia, so it gets harder and harder to paint when the temperature gets this low. So I thought I would just give you an update, show you what's going on. I'm basically taking it further down, so it's stripped down. Everything is off of it, and I'm working on now just trying to clean the engine. And this engine, it's essentially all aluminum. The cylinders are steel, but this is mostly aluminum, so it's kind of hard. It's oxidized, and it's really hard to get in there to clean everything to make it look newish. And I'm pondering the thought of using Soda Blast to try to clean it up a little better. The other bikes I've done, they were pretty clean, and I didn't really have much problem as far as how clean they were when I put it back together. But this has got some, you can see there's corrosion, oxidation if you will, behind the lifter tappet blocks there. The cylinders, you can see there's some, there's some corrosion there. So I'm wondering if I should try to Soda Blast this thing. I don't take the engines out. I pretty much try to polish. I can polish this case with it on. So I try to do everything with the engine in it. It's easy to paint the frame. And I mean the swing arm, you can see the rust there in the back. But I have to remove the rear fender, or the rear tire and the wheel to clean that drum brake up. And I need to inspect it to see how good it is. My guess is it's probably got new brake drums in it, because of the work that had been done to this bike before I got it. So that's kind of what's going on, and I've got quite a few of the pieces, as I said, cleaned up. When I'm not working on this, when I'm not breaking it down, I'm trying to clean it up, and you can see if I started working on the heads here to try to clean them up. You can't take the rocker boxes off this bike without pulling the heads, and I'm not going to do that. So that again, that's why I'm thinking about Vapor Blast. So we got that going on. I've got, as I said, I've got the tanks. I got the tanks, and I've got the front and rear fender. I've got the top of the saddlebags painted. So the only thing left is the lower, and I'm working on that right now, the lower portion of the saddlebags. There's one there, and there's one up there, and the bat wing. I had some leftover paint, so I just sprayed it. But you can see I've got to go back through and touch it up. There's some place that needs some filler. This was the back side. Somebody had gone in there and drilled holes in a few spots. There's one right here you can see. So I'm going to fill those up, and then I'll be finishing the back side of the bat wing, and then I'll paint the front of it. So essentially the bat wing, that bottom saddlebag, hard case, and then the one on the workbench. Sorry about the mess. It's here again. When you're doing, I don't have a big shop, so everything I have to do is kind of doing it where it is, and it's embarrassing to show you this, but this is, right now I'm kind of in the the body filler work to get it sanded down. and to do that. Also in here, let me just go in here a minute. I don't have a pause, so you're just gonna have to deal with me in here. Ooh, ooh. In here is the showroom. But I just wanted to show you. In here. This is some of the parts that I've been working on. There's the starter, the battery box, a lot of the brake components, shifter components, and other floorboard components. There's some other stuff there that I've worked on. This is a battery box for the Sportster that I'm working on. There's a rear fender. There's the oil tank for it, and I've got another rim for the Sportster, the 68 Sportster I was working on. That's the lunchbox for the Sportster. So, and I've got all the, and this is the buddy seat for the 71 Super Glide. So I've got a lot of the, these are some of the other bikes. This is kind of the showroom, what's going on. 68 Triumph, there's a 71 Yamaha 125, there's the Black Widow 71 Yamaha 360 Enduro, and then there's the Honda Rebel behind there. And here's the other lineup, 72 Electric Glide, then came Bronson. It's a 72 bike, but it actually should be a 69. There's the last XLCH that I did. There's the 73 Super Glide. There's the 71 Super Glide. And then there's Frankenstein, which is actually titled as a 70, but it's got every part known to man. And then I have the 68 Sportster. And then I have the 76 Bicentennial bike in here. And I'm going to make a video on that, just showing you what the status of it is, because I needed to get some parts, because this is an electric start bike, so I needed to get some parts to where I can try to make it run. So I haven't really been doing that, and hence working on getting the paint done for the 71 FLH. So excuse the mess in here. It's just everything's a work in progress, and I'm just trying to do it in a logical manner. And that Purple Power, you know, I bought that stuff. That doesn't really work. It's not really a degreaser per se. So anyhow, this is where I am. It's just right now struggling to clean the transmission, the engine block, and the cylinders, so I can go ahead and now the nose cone there, that's polished out to, that's aluminum, so it's polished out. The cases are just cast cases. There is no paint on them, and then the cylinders are actually painted silver on the 71. Same thing with the transmission. The transmission is just aluminum. So I'm hoping I can just do a soda blast to clean that up. And the outer case there, where the oil fill is for the transmission, that would be polished as well. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I just had to, you know, show you guys that, you know, I haven't forgotten about you. And I just want to give you an update where we are. And I think the paint came out really well. Once I gather parts out, they're still drying to a certain extent. They're in the house at a 70 degrees versus out here in the shop. Right now it's in the middle 50s. So once I get those tins where I think they're cured out enough, which would probably be a week or so, I'll bring them out in the showroom, and then I'll show you what I've got. And hopefully by maybe the end of next week, I'll have the engine clean enough to where I can paint it, paint the frame. I'm going to have to take the wheels off, and I don't know if I can actually remove the tires. I'm probably going to have to take them to a place I know about that can actually remove the tire off the wheel. That way I can take it apart, and I have to clean the hub. And I've got new spokes, new rims for it, both front and rear. So that will be going on. Then I'll have to debate about tires. I'll probably do the double striped tires that were originally for that bike, for the 71 Electric Glide, and we'll go from there. So I believe this is part 4, and if not, I'll stand corrected when you see the listing, and it'll tell you exactly what part it is. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoy what's going on here, please subscribe. You know, I'm a little guy. I'm not going to be any big fancy guy. I'm just here to restore these old bikes and enjoy the history of them. So here again, this is a 1971 Harley Davidson FLH Electric Glide. Thanks for watching.